निधि जी हो गया।
नहीं नहीं, हम रिकॉर्डिंग कर लेते हैं, नहीं हो रहा वो।
हारिका भी आई थिंक लॉग्ड इन है। नहीं। एक बार एक लास्ट ट्राई कर लेते हैं। हारिका भी है आई थिंक।
अब मेरे वो ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा। आई कैन नॉट डू इट।
अच्छा अच्छा। ठीक है। रिकॉर्डिंग
ये
डन।
डन।
हो गया
ठीक।
क्या?
हाँ। थैंक यू। थैंक यू।
थैंक्स हारिका। So welcome all of you to the day 6 of Change Your Mind, Change Your Life 21-day program. We will start with the uh, and then followed up with the wisdom session. So I'll play the recorded track. Please follow the instructions. But before starting, I'll quickly um go over the steps that we do to we are practicing Anapanasati meditation, but before that we will practice heart elevation technique to deepen our meditation um, and get into the emptiness state, thoughtless state quickly. So we sit comfortably and cross our feet and keep our hands on our chest area and close our eyes. If you have specs, you can remove it. And then we rest our attention on our breath and heart by taking long, deep breath and feel elevated emotions in the heart like love, gratitude, um, joy, any moment that you felt kind, compassion, and extend that energy to everyone and everybody around us. Um, and then we practice this for 5 minutes, and um, then we start our breath mindfulness meditation by crossing our uh, fingers into fingers, and uh, just observing our breath uh, between the tip of the nostril to or between the eyebrows. Any point between the nostrils and the eyebrows also is fine. So we see that once we get any kind of thought, we get back to observing our breath and follow the instructions in the guided track.
I just want to add one more thing. For tomorrow, keep some 10-15 minutes extra. We will play the long meditation track, something either manifestation or any such long track. So we'll try to do maybe 60 minutes or 55 minutes long meditation tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you.
Let me share the track.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed and eyes closed, if you keep your hands on your chest area, rest your attention on your sacred heart. With a slow, long, relaxing breath, can you feel your beautiful heart. Feel the beat of your heart center, this seat of all emotions. Which is nurturing all life. With its energies of love, joy, gratitude, compassion. Can you recollect an experience from your past or from your present where you felt enormous love, gratitude, compassion? Relive that moment and feel that energy inside your beautiful heart, your body. The more you experience that energy, that emotion, the more coherent you become in your mind and heart, the more coherent you become with that field of energy around us. Can you set an intention to radiate this energy of love, of joy to all things and everybody on this planet Earth, to heal? Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. Relive that moment of love, joy, gratitude. Feel that energy and have that intention and to send that energy to everybody and everything. Slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. observe your in-breath and the out-breath. No forceful inhalation, no forceful exhalation. When you observe your breath, the thoughts become lesser and lesser. Our mind slowly becomes empty. It is natural to have thought. If you recognize your thinking, go back to observing your breath, dear friends, and allow yourself to slowly become empty. And allow yourself to experience that emptiness inside of you, all around you. as you observe your breath, our mind becomes empty. When our mind is becoming empty, we channelize all that energy into the present moment. Our body functions at its natural best. We increase our power of thought. Be with your breath. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, the blackness of no body, of no thing. As you empty your mind of thought, you move away from matter. You experience that emptiness, that greater quantum field of energy. All emptiness is energy. This is the field of unlimited possibilities. Everything that you ever experienced or will experience is here in this field of energy. the longer you stay aware of this emptiness, that energy, the more experiences you draw into your life.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to make sure you're able to hear me.
Yeah. Uh, I think music stopped. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath, dear friends. This is the field of unknown. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, this blackness, the more miraculous you become, the more insightful you become. With yourself, identity, the emptiness of yourself. This is your divine self, your consciousness, that awareness. friends. At this time, let's express gratitude. Gratitude moves us into coherence to help us create more. Can you express gratitude to your parents, your teachers and mentors? Your gratitude to all the people in your life. Your family, your friends, colleagues, relatives, everybody. Give thanks to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. Express gratitude to everything you use, the technology, the system, the government, the companies that support our lives in many, many ways. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, and gratitude to this intelligent universe for helping us experience so much more in this life. Relax your body and let your autonomous nervous system repair your body.
I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful. I am powerful. And I celebrate who I am. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful.
Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes.
Thank you for this session. I hope you had a wonderful session.
Yeah, sorry.
Richa ji?
Yeah, I was speaking on mute. So yeah, so we will now we will understand about meditation, and we'll do a quick recap. We have done almost a week, 6 days. We are into the 6th day of the program today, so we'll recap what we learned in the past 6 days. And before that, let me share my screen. So, we have been practicing meditation since past 6 days, and today we learn what is meditation and what is not meditation. There are a lot of perceptions that that the practice that we are doing, it can be a yoga or in or just exercising, but those are related to the physical activity that we do to maintain our body agility. But we will understand what is the actual practice of meditation. So we'll first understand what is not a meditation, and then we'll go ahead. So meditation is not an intellectual process. Because it involves our mind power. So it's not a practice of concentration where we focus our attention on the thing that we are doing. Meditation is not contemplation, wherein we try to understand what we have about any situation that we had gone through. This is also a mind activity. It is not chanting of.
Can I add one thing? Can I just, for the last slide? See, what we are doing is we are just observing our breath, the breath that goes in and breath that goes out. So we do not, if we start analyzing whether, we are taking deep breaths or shallow breaths, or we start really focusing on that breath, then it will not be meditation. So you just have to, whatever point you select, you just have to observe it that, okay, the breath is going in and breath is coming out. That's it. No analysis, because the minute we start doing analysis or focusing on it, it becomes a mind process, an intellectual process, or analyzing things. So instead of getting into peace, we are giving more work to our mind. So we don't want that. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for adding that. So meditation is also not chanting of mantras. Basically, chanting of mantras does align our body, mind, and spirit, but but in meditation, we are focusing inwards. And it is not prayer wherein we or worship as well, wherein in prayer or worship we acknowledge the higher power that is outside us. But in meditation, we are looking within ourselves. It is not yoga or exercise or walking. Again, those are physical activities that we do, and not even running marathon. It is not a visualization process, because again, that involves mind. And it is not a state of mind. It is not a self-hypnosis wherein we do affirmations or target towards achieving any specific change in our habits or perception. It is not any relaxation technique. It is beyond relaxation that we achieve using this meditation process. It is not a mind control technique where we are controlling it to controlling our mind to do any specific task. But meditation is total cessation or ending the restless thoughts of mind. When we close our eyes and sit clasping our hands and crossing our legs, we form a closed circuit around us. So if you see in the second picture here, this this closed circuit helps us to retain the energy that we are gaining from the cosmos, from the universe around us. Um, uh, and it helps us, it retains within ourselves, as long as we are practicing. And towards the end, we just whatever energy that we have gained, that we just try to pass it on to the whole body just by putting our both the palms on our eyes. So so once we get into when we close our eyes, absorb our breath, we are not concentrating on our breath, as Nidhi explained. We are just looking, just observing our inward, the inhalation and exhalation process. We are not analyzing whether it's whether the oxygen that we are taking in is cold or hot. We are just subtly observing that it's going in and coming out. That's it. So when we do that, only one thing can happen is our thoughts, whatever is there, get subsided. So at one point of time, we can either do one task only. So either we can observe our breath or have thoughts. So if we are always observing our breath, we see that our attention towards the thoughts that we are getting goes down slowly and slowly. And with regular practice also, it so happens that as soon as you close your eyes and sit cross-legged and fingers into fingers, you get into that meditative state very easily and quickly. So it's also a gateway to connect to the intelligence around us, the energy field that is surrounding us, and tap into those energies. So it's a process that leads us to a being state. So whatever we, because when we are subsiding, when we are crossing the barrier of the analytical mind, and so whatever we have learned, that seeps into our subconscious mind very easily, or all those new things or new habits that we are learning that is serving us seeps into our subconscious mind very easily, so that we can reprogram it with whatever things we want to do. So we see that we become more action oriented, and we are and also we start becoming aware of what we are thinking, so that we can change it to, I mean, instead of thinking disastrous, we move to thinking miraculously, whatever thoughts we have. And it's so that's why we are looking inwards. So we are doing a self-exploration about ourselves, and that's how, when we connect to the intelligent field around us, we become a part of it. We become that intelligent field. So this practice of breath mindful meditation can be done by anyone, anytime, anywhere. Its minimum recommendation is 1 minute per year of your age. So if you are 30 years, you can do for 30 minutes, but that's the minimum limit that we have to do every day, because we go through a lot of situations daily that conditions our mind a lot. And to decondition is through this practice of meditation, we do that deconditioning, and that's how we, and also we bring innate changes in ourselves. So so the steps are as easy as observing our breath, and that leads to the thoughts subsiding, and then that's how we empty our mind of all the negative and redundant thoughts that we are having, and then once the thoughts subside, we experience that intelligence field all around us. The supporting techniques that we follow are heart elevation to get into deeper states quickly, and then we do the gratitude process to thank everyone and everything around us. That also helps us to be always this practice just helps us to be um, feel that connection with everyone and everything around us. Before we move further, we'll quickly recap what we learned this week. We learned that about different meditation experiences. We all have, other than the physical body, we have 4 more layers of subtle bodies around us. So around the physical body, we have the energy body, and then the mind body, intellect body, and the bliss body. So these meditation experiences are categorized. If we feel pains, or if we feel body movements, whirling or floating sensation, that sensations are or these feelings are happening in our physical body. And then the lightness or heaviness in the body is experienced by the energy body that is around the physical body. And then seeing colors, visions, is related to the intellect body and the mind body that is around the energy body. And the deep feelings, feeling of joy, oneness, wholeness, is what we experience through our bliss body. And having no experience also is well and good. So all these are general categories of experiences that we all get, and it's all normal and safe. We learned how meditation helps us to reprogram our mind and alter our brain waves. So once we practice meditation, we see that we are able to cross the barrier of analytical mind, which is basically responsible for learning, thinking, decision making, visualization, and reasoning process. And we are able to, once the barrier is crossed, we are able to look into the subconscious beliefs, attitude, habits, perceptions that we hold on to. And once through meditation, these the behaviors, attitudes, beliefs that are not serving to us come forth, and that's how we are able to change them. If we are aware of some things that are not working for us, it is very easy to change it. But meditation greatly helps us to recognize that. So that's how we reprogram our conscious mind through regular practice of meditation. And when we practice meditation, it has been observed, and there are a lot of research done, that we move on from the high frequency thoughts to low frequency thoughts. High beta is high frequency, and then which is related to all the stressful thoughts that we have. And then we move on. When we start practicing meditation, we move on to the fast learning stage, which is alpha state, and also go down until creative insights, or theta waves, wherein we get insights where our creativity flow flawlessly. And we also get into the states of healing. That's how, which is the delta state. That's how a lot of people who are practicing meditation are able to heal their illnesses as well. And then the peak performance state, we also get into this states very easily through the practice of meditation. And other than that, we learned about how meditation brings holistic. We learned about the coherence, heart coherence that is achieved using the technique that we follow in the beginning for 5 minutes. Heart coherence helps us to make our brain also in coherent states, and that's how we are able to move into the alpha states, that alpha state wherein we are able to feel that relaxation, and this is also the state wherein fast learning also happens. And it has been observed that if we practice heart coherence technique, heart elevation technique, it also improves immunity, intuition, and performance as well. And we also learned how meditation helps us in the holistic growth. We are able to tap into the physical well-being, emotionally we are recharged, and also we are able to learn faster because it also affects the intelligence quotient. And it also helps us to attract whatever we want in our life, just by having intense just by thinking and having the feelings, just feeling that once we achieve our goal, how happy or how joyous we would feel, or what we'll be able to achieve. And we will learn in great detail about this manifestation technique, how what are the steps, because meditation again helps here because it helps us to bring clarity in our mind, and then we are focused towards what goal we want to achieve. And when we are finding out the limiting beliefs that is holding us to achieve that goal, um, just by looking into the subconscious programs or beliefs or attitudes that we hold on to, we see that achieving the goal will help us to realize those goals very easily, as well as the gratitude process that we gratitude process, and being just grateful for whatever we have currently in this moment helps us um, to again move on to what we also want in future. If we are frustrated about what we are not able to achieve, then we will attract those more of that frustration, or more of the negative beliefs that we hold on to. So and then overall it helps us to align to our purpose as well. We we see that how we can make a difference in our life, because we have seen that the immense change that we go through just through this practice of meditation. So we move from scarcity mindset, that this is not, I'm not able to achieve this, I'm not able to do this, to abundance, that this is everything is there, and I can everything is working out for me, and I have abundance resources to achieve whatever I want. It moves us from the blame mindset, blaming other situations for not achieving what we want, to take ownership for ourselves, that so that we become more action oriented again. If we take ownership on ourselves, we see that we work towards our goals, what we want to achieve. It helps us to have the growth mindset, that anything and everything is possible. It's just my actions that will lead. towards achieving what I want to. And that's how we are always joyous in present moment, and not worrying about what happened in past or what is going to happen in future. So we start having the intuition, thinking from our heart instead of always relying on the analytical mind or reasoning for whatever is happening in our life, and uh, and move on to having that abundance mindset, growth mindset, and taking ownership. So that's all I had for today. We will take up anything that you want to add. Nidhi, please feel free.
No, I think we are good. It was a wonderful session, and thank you for the recap. We will do a long meditation tomorrow, and let's take it from there. See you tomorrow.